Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. We're going to play Sora because we're going to play the game in order. No vibration, that's for weirdos. But we're just going to jump right in. I was kind of apprehensive about playing this game because it's like mostly grinding. But you know, I can cut that out, so that's fine. It just means I've got more work to do, but I'll let the cutscene play now. Actually thinking about it again, I'm gonna have to edit this song out, so I'm not gonna let this cutscene play. Well, I mean, I'm gonna let it play. But I'm not gonna be quiet, because otherwise it's just gonna be silent. I'll put some other music over the top of it, because I don't want to get banned, basically. Sure would be nice if I could just leave the J-pop in, but you know, that's just not how the game works. One thing to note about this game, despite the fact that it is the gameplay and everything, they've upped the graphics or whatever, they've HD'd it, the cutscenes just look, it's like they've done nothing to them, and that's bad. Like, there's one cutscene in particular where it goes so blurry, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't remember if it's Sora's story or Riku's story, but I'll point it out well, I mean, I won't need to point it out, but it's yeah, I debated skipping this game because I plan on doing all the Kingdom Hearts games eventually, but you know, I debated skipping this game for now and just going on to 2 or BBS, but I was like, you know what? We'll do Chain of Memories. It's one of the games that it's hard for me to start playing it, but then when I get there, when I have started playing it, it's fine. I'm fine. It's just the beginning, the combat's like, it's because I know what it is. It's because I have bad memories about getting all the enemy cards for the platinum twice. Did that twice because Square Enix hates you, basically. This is probably the most obnoxious and boring Kingdom Hearts Platinum, because you have to get both characters to 99. Like, that's ridiculous. There's like no real way of doing it quicker. It's just, yeah, it was a nightmare. It's basically just fight in the hardest area over and over again. But now I think I can actually be quiet. Yep, there's the logo. Rechain of Memories. Very easy game, this. Very, very easy game. So we're just gonna let it go.
Along the road ahead lies something you need. However, in order to claim it, you must lose something that is dear to you.
Hey, you think it's okay to barge in?
But we gotta do it if we're gonna find the king.
The king? King Mickey's here?
Something just told me he'd be here, okay?
Really? 'Cause now that you mention it, I was kinda thinking the same thing.
Seriously? Me too. One look at this castle, and I just knew. Our very best friends. They're here.
Yup, guess great minds think alike.
Wait, hey, hold on. It can't be just a coincidence.
Oh no, Jiminy. You don't mean that.
Yep, I had it too. I had the exact same feeling.
Gorge, maybe it's contagious.
No, something's screwy. We gotta go take a look.
All right,
Where are you going?
that way, to the door. Are you scared?
Don't be ridiculous. Come on, let's go, Goofy.
Hey, fellers, shouldn't we shut the door behind us before we go? Sora!
That's it. Who are you?
What? Hi, yes. Oh, yeah? I'll try some magic. Thunder! Come on. Thunder! Thunder! Come on. Blizzard! Fire! Why isn't it working?
I should think it's obvious. The moment you set foot in this castle, you forgot every spell and every ability you ever knew. In this place, to find is to lose, and to lose is to find. That is the way in Castle Oblivion.
Castle Oblivion?
Here you will meet people that you have known in the past, and you will meet people you miss.
I miss? Riku! You mean Riku's here?
If what you want is to find him,
What'd you do?
I merely sampled your memories, and from them, I made this. To reunite with those you hold dear.
What's this? A card?
It is a promise for the reunion you seek. Hold the card to open the door, and beyond it a new world. Proceed, Sora. To lose and claim anew, or to claim anew only to lose.
Come on. Let's go.
One thing I will say about this game that I quite like, I like how I feel like the cutscenes are a lot more, like the characters are more, like, I don't want to say animated, but they have more motions, like, than, you know, in the, like, Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2, they had the same few motions, it felt like, it didn't feel like they were as active, like, this is the Kingdom Hearts game that I feel like does like battles in cutscenes the best, discounting the HD movies because, of course, we don't count them. And then the annoying thing is none of the like in-world parts of the game are voice acted. Like absolutely, okay. There are very few that are voice acted, but you guys can read, so I'm not gonna do the voices. But yeah, basically the gimmick of this game, it's definitely the most gimmicky Kingdom Hearts game, I would say. Maybe behind Days. Days is quite gimmicky, but this and, you know, Union Cross, but that's a whole nother ball game. But yeah, this game is just, it's cards. Everything is cards, and some people like that, some people don't like that. You know, it takes a while to get used to get used to it, but once you know what you're doing, it's... Oh, I just realized something. I don't know if I've messed with the settings. Because you missed that first blizzard, Donald. I mean, it doesn't matter, this is the tutorial fight, but it's yep, everything is cards, and so you're gonna have to grind to get cards. Oh, basically, what I want to know is the settings. Yeah, you can't tell in a tutorial fight. So he slides his combos, but it's dictated by the cards you use. Whenever you can capture it, is it? Oh, yep. I'm gonna have to go into the settings and change that because it's the trigger, and I don't want it to be the trigger. I want it to be the bumper. Because what do you tell me to do? Just keep using cards. I can do that. Yeah, basically. I think I prefer playing as Riku, but you kind of have to play Sora first, like story-wise. Because Riku, you don't have to build a deck, which is... It makes the game more just straightforward. Like, they give you a deck, you just go basically. And yeah, I want this thing here to be the triggers, and then I want the bumpers to be like lock on, just because that's what it is in literally every other Kingdom Hearts game. So that should end the tutorial. Do not forget that. Yep, okay, mysterious robed man with very inappropriate voice. But I guess that's my friends. Yeah, this... At some point I'm probably gonna get sick of this game. Like, of all the Kingdom Hearts games, this is the one that I think it's easiest to get sick of, just because it's just so grindy. Luckily I'm not gonna show all of that, because basically because it's boring grinding, you know. You just got to defeat enemies, get the cards you need, and level up. Like the end game, I actually quite like the end game for this game, because if you have the right setup, all the bosses are free. Like floor like 9. Oh, that's another thing. All the worlds are kind of the floors of this castle. So this is floor 1, and then I think like you get to choose floor 2 through 6 or whatever. And then as you go higher, that's how basically it's all the worlds from Kingdom Hearts 1. So it's not like the most original game. This game has a pretty good plot, but the gameplay is really what lets it down. Okay, yep. I need to go to my settings. I know. You gonna let me go settings yet? Oh. Give. See, I got Blizzard. I'll probably put that on immediately, if it will let me. Marked objects can be lifted and thrown. How do you pause? I guess I've got to fight this guy first. I guess we're still technically in tutorial mode. I guess. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll kill this. And then it kind of puts you into like a more traditional RPG thing where you go into a battle as opposed to just fighting them on the field like in every other Kingdom Hearts game, which is, you know, it's still not turn-based, so it's, you know, it's not a big deal, but not that there's anything wrong with turn-based games, by the way, I'm not saying that. But, yeah, that's why Kingdom Hearts is good, I think. To open doors, can I go in my menu yet? Nope, okay. Yeah, basically, map cards, they each have a different requirement to get in the next door. I believe it's 1 above whatever the last card you used is. So like, because I used a 1, the next door will be a 2, then a 3. But if I use like a 4 to get in the 2 door, then the next one will be a 5. And you know, so on. Can I can, okay. Let's... Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's right. Okay, that's personal preference for me personally. These are Moogle points, they are what replaces money. I don't know why you need a money replacement. Here's my other saves, let's just ignore them. Ignore my 100%. Let's just, no, don't need them. But yeah, these are like story cards. They're like key cards. Key cards? Let's go with key cards. But you use them to get to where the next part of the story is. Yeah. But as far as battles go, in the early game especially, there are ridiculous. Like, that was a Feeble Darkness card that makes enemies weaker in the room that you would use it in. Zeros also, I believe, can be used on for any requirement, so they're very good. Now we got our first level up, so I'll just... How I always do it, I always learn a slate whenever possible, and then I alternate between HP and CP, because, like I said, the game is... This version of the game, the PS2 version, is not difficult at all. The GBA version, which is the original version, is actually a remake of a Game Boy game, Game Boy Advance game. That version is actually really difficult. So, I've never beaten the GBA version, but I've beaten this version multiple times. I also don't like the GBA version as much because it's weird playing Kingdom Hearts in 2D. Well, not 2D, but I guess it's 2D, that you kind of have a 3D movement, kind of, but not 3D like this. It's I don't really know how to describe it. We'll go HP and then CP. And if you hit an enemy outside, they start slightly weaker and also dazed when you get into battle. All this is covered like in the tutorial, but this is like this is a slate. It missed, so it didn't do anything. But so, you know, good job, Goofy. Zeros also, they break every card, but can also be broken by every card. I believe is. I haven't played this game in a while, so I'm probably getting a few things wrong, but in terms of like this is the game right now. Like, you'll be doing this. Like, I'm gonna cut out a lot of the traveling to the events because it's just so boring. But you know, I'm not gonna cut out this early part where I'm explaining stuff or talking, because like my thinking is, like, if I explain it all now, there's no way anyone should be confused later on. Yeah, Goofy is probably the best friend card. That's not anything like confirmed, that's my own personal opinion. So do I have a 1? I don't, but I have a 2. So this is a like story event. Like I said, I can talk through this because none of it's voice acted, of course, but I think this is just more tutorial. like, this whole first area is mostly tutorial, but this is kind of the end of the hand force tutorial version. Tutorial thing. Like, if this was all voice acted, like, this game could be like really good. Like, the combat is a bit iffy, but once you get more tools, like more cards, more levels, more slates, it does become somewhat fluent and fluid, and other good words. It was before you met Sora that you came to town with Pluto. Yep, okay. I'm just gonna let you guys read all this. So if you need to pause the video, go ahead, because I'm not gonna read and do all the voices. I just kind of want to get past the tutorial in this episode. So, who's that? It's Leon. Yeah, basically this is a retreading of Kingdom Hearts 1, but with a kind of different story. Is kind of how I would say it. I'm not going to give away all the plot points because that'd be lame of me, but you know, I guess I don't know how much this game cost them to make, because I can't imagine it was a lot, considering pretty much all the assets are reused. And it's modified of the Kingdom Hearts 1 engine, I believe. But I'm not entirely sure, you know, as to why it probably wasn't that expensive, thinking about it in the grand scheme of things. But when you think about worst Kingdom Hearts games, this is probably one that gets talked about. Like, it's up there with the DS games, like Coded, which no one likes. I've never played Coded, but you know, I've seen the 3-hour movie, and that's good enough for me. You know, I plan on playing it before Kingdom Hearts 3 came. Like, I never played 3D before it came out on PS4. It's probably really annoying that I'm just chatting absolute balls while they're talking about the story, but that's what's going to happen with when they don't voice act the cutscenes, because I've already seen them. So you know, I'm not going to say I'm getting bored, but I'm just kind of mindlessly pressing the button. Yeah, okay, this is the next part of the tutorial. I did remember right. So yeah, he's basically telling you about card breaks, I believe. I think he teaches you about slates as well, but so you just play cards, higher number wins. Is the gist of how the game works. Playing card break. I think I've probably already said this before. Basically, so because only one attack can be happening at once, like if you're attacking, like unless you get broken, the enemy cannot attack you. And also regular enemies cannot use slates. So if you play a 9, most times the regular enemies will not be able to break your cards. So it's, you can also summon, yep. This is about slates. Stack any 3 cards. So if you press Y like this, you can stick them up there and they get like, they add it up. Leon's saying it as well, but I'm better at it than he is. So use 1 to 3 stock cards. I'd rather do it like that. So yeah, that's the yep, you can use slates. There's like some of the late game slates like Ars Arcanum and Ragnarok can absolutely demolish the end game bosses, and they will, because I'm gonna do it in this Let's Play when I get there. But yeah, it's as much as, you know, I dislike this game really. It's not the worst game ever made. You got Simba card. I never put that Blizzard card in my deck, did I? I guess I could probably, before I end the episode, I'll show the deck building. So your review decks, edit decks. So these are the cards that are not in any decks. And on the right is my deck. You can see my CP. Yeah, okay. Can I put Simba in? Yeah, barely. So yeah, now they're added, basically. You can have more than one deck, which is handy, because later on I'm going to use these, because how I usually play is I just have my main deck, which is just a hodgepodge of random cards. I use that for regular enemies, and then bosses, for the endgame bosses, I have specialized decks that just destroy them. But yeah, so I'm ending the episode here. I've been the Sandyman. This has been Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Recom. I'm just going to say Recom. In the next episode, we're going to finish up Traverse Town and move right along. So I will see you then.